All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I am LotusMaje. If you are new here, hello. I encourage you to get some tea, grab a seat, and enjoy the vibes. I am doing a reading on Ariana Grande and her husband, or at least her marriage overall. If you're just here just because you want to give me the view, thank you. Stick around and see what you get. Um, Before I get into this reading, I just have to verbally give a disclaimer as well as the written disclaimers that are down below in the description and that you can find and that you also can see at the bottom of this video. That the opinions and statements expressed in this video are of my own. They are not to be taken as facts. They are simply hearsay. They are simply based off of rumor. There's nothing to be taken, what I'm stating should not be taken as kind of like professional advice. Whether legal, health, etc., etc., use your own. So everything stated in this video is just alleged for entertainment purposes, and I must just stress the fact of saying this and covering it thrice, both with the down in the description, at the bottom of this video, and verbally at the beginning of my videos, just to protect myself. But now that we've gotten the seriousness out the way, if you are someone who doesn't resonate with tarot or irritates your spirit, please, you can exit. There's plenty of other things on YouTube you can find to entertain yourself with and enjoy. Don't bring that negativity over here. Let that negativity bounce back at you. I don't want it. So without further ado, let's get into this reading. I recorded this earlier and realized I never hit the record button. So let's see, or at least I will see if I get something different in this reading in regards to Ariana Grande and her husband, her marriage, and kind of like, is the rumors true that they are fighting, that they're in some kind of like rocky space right now, that things aren't going well, is she headed for a divorce, or are they simply just having a couple's argument? That happens. Are we just currently going through a disagreement? Are we out the honeymoon phase? Okay, you just determined to fall on this desk, aren't you? So I want to really point this out because this is something that came up earlier. The Queen of Swords did try to come out last time in the reading when I was shuffling. So just want to point that out. And I'm still getting that same energy as I did before, just feeling very protective of what's hers. And I don't know if it's more so him is just being defensive of kind of like he doesn't like being in the spotlight, or, being very careful about how he's portrayed. But before I get to the ending of this, we did get the Seven of Wands here. We followed by the Page of Wands, and lastly by the Queen of Swords. So there is a lot of passion. There's a lot of fiery energy here. There is a lot of, protection is the word that just keeps kind of coming up. Of maybe they are feeling what they have should be protected at all costs. Not liking how certain things are portrayed or come across, or how people interpret certain things or interactions, behaviors between them. I will say, I think there's some good energy here of like them feeling as if they are, as I feel like as it should be, we have each other. And, if need be, we have the confidants that we need to confide into. But other than that, everything that's going on within this relationship that transpires is between us. However, I do think there is a point of contention in the relationship of things that were probably once said in the past that are, or, that was agreed to in the past due to, I don't know, contractual obligations, or, time constraints, or a change in circumstances is coming back around and kind of having them kind of nitpick at each other about things. I feel like it's more so from his end than hers, though. I think, yeah, again, I got this energy last time when I was doing the reading, or earlier when I did the reading and I wasn't recording. There is a lot of supportive energy from her to him. I don't know if it's like allegedly he's intimidated by her prowess, or like her boss. I just want to say her boss bitch energy, like allegedly. That's just what it feels like. Like she's encountered this before in other relationships, and because she really values this marriage, and because she's married, she's like, I really want this to be something that lasts, kind of thing. I really want to make this work. I want to exhaust all the possibilities. I just feels like there's a lot of like a struggle here with kind of being submissive or like agreeable, supportive in the relationship, and not just kind of like overpowering, like overshadowing him. And I wonder if he kind of like picks up on that from her. We have the Empress here, but this is also going into kind of like that Empress Emperor energy of the exchange of power. But this here is coming up in reverse. So again, like I said earlier, this speaks to some kind of like power imbalance is going on in the relationship. Understandable. And then we also have the Seven of Coins. Is he like stopping bags or work for her, or like does she feel like she has to stop working, and that's the point of contention? Like maybe previously agree on her kind of like taking a step back from the spotlight, but because the C19, the panorama, however they want to take it or accept it, she kind of like the whole Wicked recording and stuff like that got pushed back, but now it's kind of like delaying their timeline, their agreed timeline on when they wanted to do things. We also have the Death card here in the upright as the other underlying card. So I think yep, Death, the Emperor. Surprised I'm not seeing the Hierophant here. Yeah, there's something here about a kind of like a balance, an exchange, a balance or imbalance of kind of like power exchange or previous agreements and things that you said you were going to do to make me feel comfortable in this relationship. And I think that's probably the protective energy I'm getting from her, feeling like she has to kind of allegedly shrink herself or kind of conform or obey to certain things when it comes to their relationship in order to make it work and to make him feel comfortable. I think Ari is just like, I really want to give this a try. I want to give it a shot, no matter what. I think he's allegedly really intimidated by her. Can I get some more clarity and insight on Ariana Grande and her marriage? The celebrity Ariana Grande and her marriage. Can I get some more insight around the energies dealing with her marriage? Also, before I forget, the Seven of Wands here speaks to me as if they're hiding something. I think it's something about their relationship they don't want people to see or notice. So again, they could speak to that protective energy, but they're on one accord about it. This wanted to come out, wisdom in play. Our intuition knows more than we do. This also reminds me of kind of like that temperance energy, that balance of when should I be bossy Ariana versus when should I be wifey Ariana versus when should I be, I don't know. When should I acquiesce or be the obedient Ariana? False beliefs did also come up, but it came up in reverse. And so to me, this is just, again, and I got this previously when I was doing this reading. To me, it just harkens back to, and people who have grown up in a religious household, and even if it wasn't like overly religious, I feel like you can still kind of empathize with this feeling. that I'm going to explain of like, when you're brought up a certain way with certain beliefs, certain parameters, certain morals, standing about when it comes to certain things, especially when it comes to, marriage, or partnerships and things like that, you you try to still adhere to those things, even though deep down they don't kind of like resonate with you. They don't make your soul sing. They don't make you feel happy. They don't make you feel full. And I think this is harkening back to kind of like cultural and religious beliefs, kind of like childhood, or like morals. I'm not going to say childhood, but just kind of like morals and understanding that maybe they both share. And I feel like one is trying very hard to adhere to them, and the other one is kind of like finding it easy. And it's that's the point of like contention of like that old versus new. Okay, lastly, can I get one more card from Spirit, from Source, in regards to the celebrity Ariana Grande and her marriage? One last card that will provide me with more insight and clarity on Ariana Grande and her marriage. Can Spirit provide me with more clarity and insight into Ariana Grande and her marriage? So frustration is coming through too. And I think it is from Ariana's side. I feel like I'm picking up more on her energy than his. I feel like his is just kind of like angry. Whether the anger is whether the anger is understandable or not, I just feel like it's more so anger that's coming up on his side. But for her, there's frustration. We have assistance with access. We have radical self love. We have the lantern. And then we also have distorted desire. And so to just walk through this, the existence with access, I think there is a part of Ariana's life journey, possibly, allegedly, that she is looking to achieve or overcome. Marriage was kind of like one of her achievements, or one of the life milestones. I don't know how else to say it. That she was looking forward to, that she wanted to experience, that she wanted to have, and now that she's kind of doing it, after this whole thing of kind of her like finding herself, but there's still pieces of her that's missing, that she's kind of like finding as she's in this marriage with him, which is nothing unusual. I think it's shedding light on some of the things that she really, she's finding more of herself and healing through this relationship, and it's shedding light on a lot of the things that she previously believed or wanted, or she thought she wanted, and now she's starting to understand more. Like, it could be something as simple as like, hey, before we got married, I said I wanted to step back. I said I wanted to be barefoot in the kitchen. I said I wanted to be Susie Homemaker. I said I wanted to be this whole, like, housewife and, acquiesce to your every need and be here for you. But now that I've kind of had this revelation, some moment where I'm starting to realize, like, hey, maybe that's not what I really wanted. I still want to kind of call the shots. I still want to be bossy. I still want to go out here and make moves. I still want to, do other things outside of my marriage. Like, marriage was not the end all be all. I'm going to be bored to death if I do that. I feel like that's kind of like the revelation that she's coming to. And I think he is struggling with the fact that they kind of like had this agreement before, and it kind of feels like she's reneging on her end of things. So again, even if his anger, allegedly, if all of this is true, even if his anger or his, I want to say disgruntled, the reason why his hackles are raised is understandable. It's also still understandable for her to have this change in her perspective or her personality or what she want, and kind of be like, hey, I know I said I wanted that before, but now I don't. And how we're gonna move forward from here? Like this part of growing in a relationship, especially when you're married, you're gonna have points where either the person on the side of you is gonna grow with you, or they're gonna grow against you, and it's gonna cause you all to part. You're gonna end up separating and going your own ways. So, yep, inner integration. I think there's also a thing here of kind of like her juggling these multiple facets of her life, of like, this is Dari, this is this is me as a daughter, as a wife, as an artist, as you know maybe potentially motherhood, kind of like how I want to be and show up in the world, and I'm having a hard time kind of juggling that. Is this really what I want to do? Let's see. Can we get some more insight and clarity on the energies surrounding Ariana and her marriage? So I'm inclined to believe there is a point of contention. They kind of like they are out of the honeymoon phase and they're kind of being slapped with reality right now. But it doesn't feel to me. I don't feel like it's like this could potentially lead to a divorce. But I think right now I don't think that's the final answer for either one of them. I think they still kind of really want to work things out. So we have examine your integrity again. I feel like this is dealing with both of them of like, to me it just feels like it's a certain movie or show that I'm thinking of right now and I can't think of it. Like they both were kind of lying to each other or pretending, during allegedly, that they were kind of like pretending or putting on this false face when they started dating, even well into the engagement, maybe even a little bit now, and the masks are falling off. Like you're not who I thought you really were, or you led me to believe, and now I kind of feel cheated. Okay, so we're getting a lot of ground yourself. Yep, they're speaking to a lot of the heated energy between them. And this kind of reminds me of like Empress meet Temperance. This imagery here. Maybe a little of Hanged Man with the tree. I don't know why that came to mind. Looking at things from a different perspective. Feeling frustrated, kind of hitting your head up against the wall, but still wanting things to work. See, can I get one more card, please? One more card. I feel like that want to come out, but I want to make sure. Can I get one more card in regards to Ariana, the celebrity Ariana, and her marriage? Okay. Stop breaking agreements. Well, that summed it up. Didn't I say? I feel like there was something that was agreed upon, that was discussed previously in their marriage before things got serious, and somebody feels like they're breaking the agreement, they're breaking the contract. This could also be something of like breaking agreements of, we agreed to be married and love you through thick and thin, through sickness and in health, for richer, for poor, forevermore. And now I'm like, nope, I don't want to do it. But I don't want to wish that. I don't want to say that out, loud and wish that on them. But I definitely think there's something here of like, we agreed upon this in the past, and now I'm feeling a little cheated. And whatever it is, somebody is refusing to take back, you know, the change, the amendment to the agreement, essentially. So, yeah. Hopefully they weather through this. They can get through this storm, with good communication, maybe some therapy, bringing in their spiritual leaders, whatever, because I just feel like they're both kind of like spiritual in a sense, whatever the case may be. And they work through it, because I think I think at the very least she really wants to work things out. I don't know about him. I don't feel like I'm picking up on whether or not he does. I do think he really loves her, but I think for her this is just like I just really want to work things out kind of thing. And I feel like she could love him as well, but to me this feels more of like I want to be able to say that I had a marriage, I did marriage, I tried it. It just feels like a conquest to me from her. I don't know. That's just my opinion. To me it feels like it's just a conquest to her, and I think for him it's something that he's more serious about it, and he definitely wants things to be a certain way. And she told him she agreed and things were going to be a certain way, and now she's like, well, sorry, change of plans. So yeah, that's what I'm getting, guys. Let me know what you think is going on between her and her husband down below in the comments section. If you like this reading, give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more videos like this, subscribe and ring the notification bell so you can see the next time I upload. And with that, hope you all have a good one, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.